Hi, everyone. Welcome to Be Different for Success. Today, we'll be talking about how to be consistent. Consistency is a great characteristic to build and implement in your life. The key to consistency is setting and achieving specific goals. Start by determining how you want to be more consistent in your life and aim for these small goals. Over time, as you become more consistent, keep yourself motivated and accountable. This may require some change in thinking so that you stay optimistic and productive throughout the process. See if this sounds familiar to you. You become fixated on some desired outcome, a healthier body, better relationships, or new skills. You join the gym, buy a personal development course, or take up the piano. For the first 10 days or so, driven by your motivation to meet your goal, you work on your new passion every single day. But then you gradually start skipping your practice. A day here, a day there. Before you know it, the gym membership has lapsed. You've given up on your coursework, and your piano is collecting dust. And the cycle begins all over again. This is how most of us live our lives, including me. Our lack of consistency can be incredibly frustrating and painful. We know that consistency is the key to progress in all areas of our lives. But somehow we continue to falter. The only thing you find yourself being consistent at is starting something, then stopping before you get any results. You may beat yourself up for this, but there's hope. Hope comes from first understanding why we fall into these cycles, and then taking the necessary steps to overcome the potential pitfalls. You need to recognize that your failure to be consistent is a problem that is common to all of us. Even the most accomplished and successful people are forced to overcome the same hurdle of inconsistency. The only difference between you and them is where each of you is placing your focus. The reason why you struggle to be consistent is because you're focused on the outcome rather than the process, or rather the finish line, instead of the hurdle in front of you. This is not to say that the outcome is not important, but if we become fixated on the outcome, it will work against us, no matter how compelling. Why? Because any outcome compelling enough to excite you is probably one that won't be achieved without hard work and sacrifice over a long period of time. Without certain processes in place to help us, most of us aren't able to maintain the effort needed to accomplish these outcomes. If you want to achieve your desired outcomes, you must build consistency into your plan. In this video, we'll discuss 12 key steps for you to become more consistent. Number 1. Create specific and realistic goals. It's hard to be consistent if you don't have a strong idea of what you need to do. When starting your new path, create easy, simple goals with specific, measurable results. Start by defining what consistency means to you. Do you need to be consistent about your exercise habits? Are you aiming for a higher quality of work? Do you want to be more available and reliable in your relationships? Once you've identified your end goal, come up with smaller steps to reach it. Number 2. Create a schedule for yourself. It can be easy to pile on tasks and promises, but a calendar, planner, or schedule will keep you on track. A schedule will help you plan your day so that you get everything done on time. It will also help you understand what commitments you do and do not have time for. Use a paper planner or a desk calendar. Alternatively, download a scheduling app on your phone like Google Calendar or Outlook. Block off realistic amounts of time for each task. If you're uncertain how long a task will take, give yourself extra time to complete it. For larger goals like writing a book or losing weight, set small daily tasks that you can do to work towards this goal. For example, you might set a daily word count to achieve, or plan specific meals to eat each day. Don't forget to plan breaks as well. Don't schedule anything else for that day or time. Number 3. Be present. In the simplest terms, being present means being fully engaged in the task at hand. It means quieting our tendency to waste mental, spiritual, and emotional energy worrying about past or future things, none of which we have the ability to control. Being present begins with minimizing distractions. This means waking up early before the rest of the household. It means staying away from the internet and putting away my phone or setting it to Do Not Disturb. Number 4. Take time off to recharge. Consistency doesn't mean that you are working all of the time. In fact, if you give yourself time off, you'll improve your productivity and avoid burning out. Schedule in time for yourself and don't let work or other commitments get in the way. For example, you might practice meditating for at least 5 minutes each day and work your way up to 15 minutes at a time. Number 5. Use motivational tools to keep going, even when you don't feel like it. When you're tired or stressed, it can be easy just to let your goals slide for a day. But these actions can quickly cause you to get off track. If you're feeling down or lazy, try to find new sources of motivation. Number 6. Place reminders around your home, workspace, and belongings. Sometimes it's easy to forget our new goals, habits, commitments, or promises, especially when we make them to ourselves. To remind yourself throughout the day, put messages to yourself in visible areas. Write down your goals on Post-it notes and place them on your mirror, computer, refrigerator, car dashboard, and planner. Slip a piece of paper with your goals into your wallet, desk drawer, or purse. If you are trying to implement a daily practice, put a reminder on your phone. Set an alarm or use a reminder app to alert you when you need to do it. Number 7. Make promises only if you can keep them. Consistency often involves making commitments and keeping them. It's easy to get overwhelmed, however, if you make too many promises. If you think a request may be difficult to do, say no. Number 8. Anticipate the dip. Most of us go into new endeavors believing that the path to our desired outcome is straight and clear. The unfortunate thing is that we believe this even when past experience has taught us differently. What makes the dip even more challenging is that it typically comes after a period of initial success. This serves as a natural barrier to separate the quitters from those who go on to experience extraordinary success. Number 9. Find an accountability partner. To be consistent, you have to make sure that you recognize when you don't reach the standards and goals that you've set. In these moments, consider if your goals are realistic or ask yourself what you can do to improve. On your schedule or calendar, check off tasks that you have completed. This will give you a sense of satisfaction. It will also help you realize what you can realistically accomplish in one day. Ask a friend, family member, mentor, or coworker to be your accountability partner. Have them check in once a week to see what your progress is like. If they see you not behaving consistently, give them permission to call you out. Don't beat yourself up when you don't hit the mark. What matters is that you keep working towards your goals and towards consistency. Number 10. Reward yourself when you get something done. If you do complete your goals, give yourself a reward. Even small goals deserve small rewards to help keep you motivated throughout the process. For example, if you've managed to complete your work by 5 p.m. every day for a week, take an evening off, go see a movie, or treat yourself to a special dinner. If you're training for a marathon and you've managed to hit your daily exercise goals, sign up for a 5K to give you a sense of your success. If you've managed to improve your relationships by being more consistent, your friendships may be the reward. If you're proud of yourself, take your friends out or host a dinner. Number 11. Keep going if you make a mistake. Even the most consistent and well-organized people slip up sometimes. Plan for potential failure, and don't beat yourself up if you make a mistake along the way. Just because you had to cancel an appointment, break a promise, or pass a deadline doesn't mean you're not consistent. Sometimes, despite our best planning, external factors can get in the way. Consistency doesn't equal perfection. Number 12. Forgive yourself and move on. This one is so important because we often beat ourselves up when we fail to follow through on our plan. Some resist setting goals and making plans to avoid this unpleasant experience altogether. But instead of avoiding this reality, understand that it's simply part of the game. I miss days here and there when life happens. I used to beat myself up over those missed days. Now I just say, okay, you've missed a day of working. Start working again later or tomorrow. In the past, missing a day of working could demotivate me to the point where I wouldn't work for 3 or 4 days. I was effectively punishing myself for missing the first day by missing even more days. It made no sense. Forgiving myself and moving on allows me to recover from setbacks faster than before. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you liked it. Please click the thumbs up and write your personal tips in the comments below. Thank you for your support, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you want to hear more from us. See you in the next video.